So we can say that the most sought after black men are black men with money, or athletes, entertainers, these type of things, right? And you can go places and you can see whole photos of NFL teams where 70% of the men have white wives, right? And these are the most sought after men. Where can you find the most sought after women in the black community where most of them are with white men?
I don't know.
You can't.
Yeah, it's a
We
higher
got the one we
percentage,
want.
but per the
That is the answer right there. That is reality. Bumping right up against this world that exists solely within their head, that these black women think that they are as attractive as every other group of people. Well, when men with money who have choices and options, by and large, they do not choose black women. What is the reasoning behind that? I was watching DJ Hemp's panel last night, and he did a joint stream with "Truth Hurts" or "Nothing But the Truth." And so I was so tempted, I ended up sending a super chat, and here is what was shown on the super chat. We'll take a look.
Get into the super chat. So we got a super chat, and this is from the Urban Landlord, right? And the Urban Landlord says, question for men: are non-black women more attractive than black women? And we're going to start with Hot Boy Twin and then work down the list of men.
So at this point, they have been going back and forth on the conversation. What are the problems with black men and women, and what are they having their dating problems? So Be Brave has always speculated that the issue is that the attractiveness or unattractiveness there of the black women is causing an issue. One of the guys on the panel, the guy fourth from the top, I don't remember his name, but he said that black women were not being honest, and he said in black parlance, he called cap. So let's take a listen at what they're going to say here in response to my question.
So when you see the question, are non-black women more attractive than black women?
No, it's not the race, because attraction, beauty is within the beholder. So absolutely not. No.
And now this is a guy that lives in California and said he's dated all races of women, and he says no. He answered no to the question.
It's the person. They don't even have to do it right.
What did he?
And you see the women chirping in to answer for the men.
Men, though, to me.
And, hit dog hollers, and these two women immediately chimed in.
Men.
Oh, I wanted to hear the question though.
He said, "Are non-black
So she said she didn't hear the question, but yet she was speaking.
women more attractive than black women?" I think that every group of women has their attractive women, and they have their women that aren't attractive. I would never say that non-black women are the most attractive or black women are the most attractive. Of course, I've never dated nothing but black women, but I think that every group of people got the attractive people. So,
And that's, I guess, a polite way of not answering the question.
Okay, Mel.
Yeah, I actually agree with Hot Boy Twin. I don't think it's a color thing. I think it's both of them have their own, attraction. I guess you could say good points about them. So I don't think it's really a color thing.
Again, I didn't ask about color. I asked about attractiveness, and the black women have specific features distinct from other groups of people. As I'm asking, who's more attractive? The guy, again, at top right, he made a point earlier of saying that the more successful a black man gets, he ends up with a white woman. And why is that? Is the question. Is it attraction?
Night in the dream.
I'll put it like this: if I had to live on an island of all different races, put me on a black island. That's how I put it.
And he did not answer the question. This is a Umar Johnson type guy, as he described himself. So he didn't answer the question.
Put me on black island.
And what you'll notice is the black woman here is nodding her head as he is expressing, pro-black solidarity. What's interesting is she also brought out an extreme example of successful black women dating successful white men, as if that's a sign that they've made it.
Okay, cool.
There's other races of women that got no lips at all. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Like, literally nothing.
Notice how she's laughing. This is amusing to her. Again, he still did not answer the question.
Black woman from head to toe probably got the best physique.
But don't you?
And again, he's talking about physique. I'm talking about are you more attractive, more or less attractive? This has been more or less a fest of bashing black women, a black women bash fest. How they are rude and disrespectful and this and that. No one's talked about the attraction, so that's why I brought up the question. Could there be partly attraction that's causing maybe the women to be rude? One of the first questions that they led off with was, are black women angry at the success that white women are able to achieve in the dating pool of successful black men?
You think that, like, so I try my hardest to be objective, right? Like, of course, I assume that I'm gonna think that my daughter is probably prettier than other people think that she is, right? If she, like, it's like I'm black, right? So I can say like, oh, black women are the best, but of course I'm gonna say that, right? But I try to pull myself away from that and just be objective.
Well, there are some black men who really do not feel that way. Like, there are some black men that honestly look at, you know, their race of women as not being the highest on the totem pole. And there's no issue with that. Like, if that's how you feel, it's all preference, right? Like, it's literally all preference. I know black men that will not get anywhere near a sister. Like, they prefer Brazilian. They prefer, you know, all other types. Like, there's so, let's get this crystal clear. I don't know how traveled everybody is. There's some
Another thing too, when you're saying black, are you counting?
And so here, you know, I think the Truth Hurts guy, you know, kind of, you know, is bragging a little bit of putting on and by saying, you know, I've traveled all over the world. I see pretty women all over the world.
Out in just black American? Are you talking like the Jamaican?
And now the blacks are going to start parsing words, splitting the baby here. Which blacks are you talking about?
Under that, there's African count under that. So you also
let's
that's kind of layered.
Let's do African American.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying, because you say black, that's kind of layered. So now
let's do African American. Do you feel like
that's fair? That's fair.
Better looking women than African American women?
No. And when you use the United States, it's easy. Everybody's here. The Cape Verdeans are here, the Ethiopians, the Eritreans, the black American women, the Jamaicans, all the people from the Caribbean. They all here and they all pool together when they do the census. Mm-hmm. And there's no more women more beautiful than black women.
Okay.
And there's Hamp chiming in, say there are no more women more beautiful than African Americans. He has to say these things. Yes, he has to say these things that he can't offend half of his audience.
I guess I gotta answer.
Y'all never. I don't think it's the same, like, because I don't know if you ever like seen.
Yeah, it's
like
not the same. I'm gonna say it is not the same.
Yeah, like I don't know if you ever seen like a group of women, like let's say in you know, Ethiopia or something. You like, dang, I didn't even know that it was like that over there. Like it's not that concentrated over here where we really getting a full scope of Ethiopian women.
It is. If you go to 9th Street Northwest in Washington D.C., the entire block is owned by Ethiopians, and they look mediocre.
Man, Hamp is lying like hell. I was just in Northwest yesterday. I was on Georgia Avenue. I saw one of the most beautiful Ethiopian women I've ever seen in my life. I mean, big, long head full of hair. Very, very pretty face. I don't know what Ethiopians he's talking about.
Another thing,
they lean too far.
I really don't know what
in Washington D.C., the entire block is owned by Ethiopians.
That part is true.
And they look mediocre.
Another thing,
they lean too far forward, they probably fall over. Forehead crazy.
Ethiopians, bro. I can't believe he said that by Ethiopians.
By Ethiopians. And they look mediocre.
Another thing,
they lean too far forward, they probably fall over. Forehead crazy.
And another thing too,
alone and go heal themselves.
So you can hear this over, and you know, I can do bad by myself, and I pointed this out on CT's panel.
This is my thing. I don't think that, oh, I'm fucked up, so I should just get a fucked up person, and then somehow we're gonna have something beautiful. No.
I heard you.